You know what frustrates me is the people that have the luxury of staying home and keeping their job, always on social media, always talking about what's happening in the world, and always talking about who needs to stay home and who needs to do this and that. It's kind of like, shut up. You are speaking from a position where you're in good standing. There's other people who cannot just stay in the house. There's people who have to still go to work. Shut up. Sorry about that. Just had to let that out because things have been pissing me off, and now it's worse because you read the title. I've been furloughed. I'm repping Morgan State University. Yeah. Your girl has been furloughed. Yes, today's the 19th. I was furloughed on 17th, but I still had to go to work on the 18th. Don't even get me started. Yeah. So let me just tell you how it happened. Friday started out really, really good day. Me and my coworkers, we were all jovial. It was a really fun day. We were all happy, kind of, we were in better spirits than we usually are at the job. And pretty good day. Around 10 o'clock, my manager had to go to a conference call. And yeah, he usually does it on Fridays. They usually last like an hour. I think most of the time he's just back there on his phone. You would do the same thing. But this time it was a little different. He instructed the other manager to come back there with him. He was like, come here. And I was like, I'm nosy. I'm like, that was a serious face. What's happening? Anyway, I digress. I kept going about my day because, again, it's not my business. I'm nosy, but it's not my business. And quite frankly, I don't care that much about what's happening on the conversation. I don't really care for the job. Like when I say I don't care, if I told you the job, I have no interest in that field at all. It was just a blessing to have a job that paid me weekly. Next thing you know, the meeting's over because they're walking out, and their face is like hung low, like really sad. The other manager, the one that was asked to come in, he was like, man. I was like, what? What's going on? He was like, I'll let the other manager tell you. We're all going to get together and I'll let him tell you. And I'm already like, you're being dramatic in my head, because to me, just tell me. I'm that type of person who, you don't have to build, don't build it up. What's happening? Anyway, so then the other girl, she's my coworker. She was outside doing something because it took 5 people to do one thing for some reason. She comes inside and the 2 managers walk in the back. She's like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, he didn't tell you? And I was like, no, he didn't tell you. And she was like, no. And I'm like, we're probably getting fired. She's like, of course, but why won't they just say something? Like, why make it all big? Anyway, so then they all call us in the back. So they call us all in the back, and he lays it down, just like, hey. So the company is cutting 70% or 80%, can't remember. And that means we're going to get affected hard. We're going to get affected big. Not going to repeat that again. Which means I'm going to be pulling each one of you one by one to my office and letting you know if you're the one being cut or not. I just started that job March 23rd. I knew. You knew I was going first. I digress. So he calls us one by one. I was the 3rd person he called in. And by the time he got to the 2nd person, we have all already deduced who was staying and who was going. Like, we all know. It's like, 7 of us there? I'm the type of person, the unknown, even though I know, still gives me anxiety. So my heart was still racing. I had like nervous pee syndrome. That's not a real thing, but it could be. He finally calls me and he does this. Why so dramatic? And I'm all about the dramatics, but like, come on. He goes, I know you're not shocked. This is serious. And so I was like, yeah, keep my head low. I had my mask on, of course. So I was just like, yeah. He was like, I will help you as much as I can. He said, it's furloughed though. It's not, you're not being fired. Your job is still here. It's just once this thing passes, we can get you back. I went in his office and went out maybe in 2 minutes. Everyone else was in there for like 5 to 6 minutes. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but in that moment, it's a lot compared to me. I was like 2 minutes in. I was like, done. Like, okay. And I walked out. He's like, are you okay? When I'm nervous, my voice shakes. It shakes like I'm about to cry, but I wasn't about to cry. It was just, I was nervous. And then in that moment, my voice was still shaking. He was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Out. And I went straight to the front because I was like, I'm ready to go home. And then he says, no, you gotta finish your shift. I gotta finish my shift after you told me something spit like that? That's some bull crap. Malarkey, as Judge Judy says. Malarkey. I only had an hour left. But a girl wanted to go. And it was just a heavy day. Oh, let me give you the details of the furlough. It's not paid because it's not a government job. Isn't that nice? Even though I was full-time. What else? It should only last till June 1st, but it could happen. I can come back earlier and I can come back later. I'm okay, but that day I was not, because if you knew my life story, if you know what I've been through these last couple of years, you would feel so bad for me. Don't want you to, but you would feel so bad for me because you would feel like, damn, life is beating you up, and every time you stand up, it knocks you back down. So when we all finished being told our fate, I'm all for the dramatics. My 2 managers, one I'm really cool with, but the other one I don't really know that well, but he's coolish. You don't trust them all, okay? But they were the ones taking it the most. And I'm someone who deflects, use comedy. When something that catastrophic happens, I don't like to show immediately how I feel. On the ride home, I did. The one I'm cool with was just like, man, I just feel bad because y'all don't have a job. Like, he was on that aspect of like, dang, like I just had to tell people that they're not coming in anymore. Like, and it's not for certain when they are. But the other one on Friday and Saturday was acting like a big baby. And I had a moment of wanting to say, shut the up. You get to go to work tomorrow. You can still get paid. What are you upset about? Oh, I'm sorry, because you have to be at work 7 days a week. I know, it's so bad. It's so bad. Mind you, we have shorter hours. Look, at my other job, they will schedule you 1 to 11. You don't understand hours until you've worked several jobs like I have. I've had jobs that schedule you, 2 to 11. Be like, dang. I was so annoyed, like, and again, deflecting and then projecting because I wanted to feel my emotions about it. I didn't want to have to hear you like sigh and moan about you having to go to work. It was hard. It's still hard. It's only Sunday. I'm a pretty strong person emotionally. A lot of things have happened to me. I could break down right now. That's how much has happened to me in these like last 3 years. So I told a couple of my friends, people I thought were my friends, what happened. My girl was my girl. She my girl. So she was like, okay, podcasts and videos. Sorry this happened to you, but get back to your dreams. Just people who understand, like, this is bad, but you can make it a positive. And I'm rooting for you. Then you have some people that you would share because you thought you were friends with them. And they just make you feel like poor you. Okay. I'm still better than you. Sorry. But that's how I felt with this one person. This one person pissed me off in their response to me. You can never be me. You can never go through what I've gone through and survived it. He's my ex. Put it out there, right? I realized I was projecting. We talked about this already, so you already know what I was doing. Every now and then it's like, your response to me be feeling real, I don't even know. Just, y'all, he pissed me off. But he always pisses me off. I don't even know why I talk to him. I should block him. I talk way too fast. I don't care. Oh, I like my braid out. Yes. She's been home and bored already. Did her nails? Yes. Did her hair? Yes. Did some makeup? Yes. But not all of it. Yes. Y'all might see me post a lot more. I was going to surprise you guys, all two of you, and post a video on Friday. But that's when I got the news. And it was just like, my eyes were puffy. Because when I cry, baby, when I cry, I could shed one tear right now. And tomorrow, my eyes will be swollen. You want to know why? Because my body ain't used to it. Because I'm a thug, baby. I'm a thug. My body like, we don't do this. We don't cry. That was it. I just wanted to share my story about being furloughed. So I hope everyone out there is doing okay, staying safe, being with their booze. Period. Pooh. I have nothing.